Southworth. I'm the creative producer for the Royal Ballet, and a very warm welcome to the Claw Studio here at the Royal Opera House. For tonight's insight, we're going behind the scenes of Encounters, the Royal Ballet's upcoming mixed programme, which opens on the main stage here at the Royal Opera House on the 22nd of October. Focused on 21st century choreographers, Encounters features 4 bold contemporary works: Kyle Abraham's The Weathering, Crystal Pite's The Statement, and 2 new works by Pam Tanowitz and Joseph Toonga. Tonight, we're lucky enough to be able to learn more about and see rehearsed 3 of those 4 works. Sadly, Kyle can't be with us. He's working in the States at the moment. But we are going to be joined by Pam Tanowitz and Joseph Toonga rehearsing their new works, as well as Crystal Pite's The Statement, which is going to be rehearsed by the stage of Spencer Dickhouse. Let's get started. Please give a very warm welcome to Pam Tanowitz. So we've got Pam Tanowitz back in the house. Always good to have you back.
Sorry, this was
You're here.
jarring. Hi.
So Pam, you've been working with us for a few years now with your programmes in the Limbury, but you did Secret Things with us about 18 months ago in the Limbury as part of an evening of your work, and then you also did a duet on the main stage called Dispatch Duet. And then we took Secret Things to Jacob's Pillow this summer, which was fun as well, which is a big festival in America. So now you're back with us, creating a new work for the main stage, but I think it's based on a work that you'd already created.
Yeah.
So where have you started with that when you've got a work that you're sort of working with already?
Yeah, it was a new process for me. So I took the duet, and I didn't know. When Kevin asked me, would you like to expand this piece? I said, yeah, I would love to. So it forced me to kind of delve deeper into what that duet was. And in the beginning, I didn't know if it was going to be in the middle, in the beginning, in the end. And I thought, oh, I'm going to end with it. I've never made a dance where I already had the ending. Usually that comes at the end, which you're not really supposed to do. But in any case, so that was exciting. So I had to work backwards. And structure and form are very important to me, and so it was a puzzle. It was a puzzle trying to figure out how that duet would become inevitable, right? So I started. I was here in June, and I made a bunch of sections that were close, but not exactly what I wanted. And so when I came back sort of fresh, and it's actually a gift to be able to make stuff, go away, marinate, and then come back, because then you have like fresh eyes, objective. And I think what I've come to realize is the piece is, I mean, if it's about anything, it's really about a kind of resistance of the form, the ballet form, which is a huge burden for me to wrestle with. Like, it's very, like, that burden is very deep. And when I come into a ballet company, it's always there, that struggle. Like, how am I going to make something that makes sense to me and makes sense in the frame of this form, you know? And
is that made easier now that you've got to know the Royal Ballet more? You know,
nothing's easy. Nothing's easy. And in fact, this has been, so a lot of times stuff kind of flows out, but then when I go back is the struggle, is the editing. That's the work, is the editing and what makes sense. And even if you like love a step or how a dancer does this certain section, if it doesn't work, like you have to be strong. You have to be like, judge, jury, like, in your court of trying to like really make everything make sense,
And have you gone back to the same? Are you using the same music that you use for?
Yes. So it's kind of like a hybrid. It's music that Ted created, and then he made also new music, because the original score is about 17 minutes. So, and now the piece is about, I think he made like 10 or 12. Maybe 15. I'm not sure exactly.
Great. And in this rehearsal, what are we going to? What are you going to look at in this rehearsal?
So we're going to work on a trio a little bit, and then we'll show it with music, and then we're going to work on part of the end of the duet as well, and then we'll do it with music. So
great.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you to it.
Okay.
So please give a very warm welcome to dancers of the Royal Ballet, Mayara Magri, Marcelino Sambe, Denilson Almeida, and Aidan O'Brien.
Yes. All right. So let's walk through when she enters. Just go from this, and you can just walk through it so we can figure it out. Great. All right, let's go back. Sorry. Can we start one more time? I think the focus, where is the focus? Where are you looking? So everyone's looking different. So you're looking in the hand. I think it's in the hand. Yeah. Great. We're already getting so much done. Okay, and go. Ba, ba, up and up, 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 up. Good. Good. I think you want to, make your way, you might want to make your way through a little faster on that. And I know you're marking this is fine, but just really, when you go down, you want to really put weight. That's for everyone, actually. It's something I noticed. Really put weight. So don't pretend you're touching the floor, just really touch it. Yeah, great. So let's, yeah. Even though it's for a second, you don't have to overdo it, but just really, yeah. And go, and and now you're, yep, good, yep, great. Da, 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 da. Let's go back to that. I like that you're beveling. You added that yourself, but I love it. So, but I think when you bevel, I think it should be a little more internal. So you're not looking out. So you're still sort of in the group, and then you go, yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yep. And then you, good. Yes. Nice. Okay, keep going. Good. And boom, good. And go. Good. And then bring your arms up. Great. Good. Let's rest 1 second. This is good. I think a little more down and dirty. And you don't have to add anything up here. Just really just bump like a hoe down. Yeah, they know. But like a neutral hoe down. The hoe down in your legs and plank on your face. Yeah. There you go. Down and down. Yep. And snap. Good. Nice. Good. Okay, let's rest here. That's great. Yeah, we'll walk through this too. The turn. I just want to see. No, that's great. I wonder if we can suspend the turn a little bit. I don't care really where you end. I think you can hold it hold it to the bitter end and then go. Yeah, and then go. Yeah. Yep. Good. You guys are good. And let's work on this for a second. So you come out of the wing, you go around. What would happen if you were on point for that? Wanted to look at that. Ooh, good choice. Yes. Great. Okay, rest for a second. Yeah, love that. Okay, so then you guys, actually, can you continue to the bell jumps so we can at least see? Right. Let's work. You can do, I feel like you could do one more, and then we need to figure. Yeah, that's good. I'm wondering if we want to do one more or you run. Let's just see what that looks like. Let's go backwards. Let's go. Let's go to the hoedown. Well, actually, let's go to no, because I need you guys to be in the right. Yeah, great. Okay. Sorry, can you see? Good. Good. Nice. Good. Good. That's good. That's good. I have a question about the arms. I haven't looked at this because I'm so stressed out about other things. But when you're running, what are the arms? So you run here, and then they come down. Aiden? What's your path of your arm? Because I like what you're doing. I feel like you. So I think he's just bringing them down very matter of fact. I think Danielson, you're doing. Yeah, there you go. Nothing extra there. That's good. I think that works. Do you feel okay with that? Okay, so let's walk through. We just did this. This is super fresh, everyone.
13.
Yeah, 13. Mm-hmm. Yep. And Padasha. So the Padasha has to be a little more square. Like it's like in between. So then we can, and then out. And then look, yeah, good. Keep going. Oh yeah, let's talk about this. I was trying to work on this for a second. Let me see. I had an idea about this. Let's see. So from here, you're gonna go. You step at you do.
More like a shunt.
I think it's not a shunt.
Is it shunt arms? Or is it Toonga?
I think it's more of a hop. I don't know. Yes, that's what I want. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, more like a
Light.
lighter.
Yeah. That's
Softer.
yeah, that's like because so much of the dance is tight that this is a moment where it's actually like it's like you're singing to yourself or something. Yeah. And then you get to the edge here. We pull out. This is an imaginary wing that we're extending.
Help me, because I have to do some bounces.
Yeah. Aiden is a wing. Thank you, Aiden. Gorgeous. Loose. You don't even have to point your foot there. You don't have to point or flex.
Okay,
Neither. No point. No. That's it. Yep. And then down. Yep. Gorgeous. Boom. And then what do we? Oh, then we have to do the jumps. Jump and jump and jump and jump and jump to the knee. Are you okay? Is that okay for your knee? I think this, and that's great. I think this could be a little, you can take one more second and then do this a little slower and then down and then sad. Yeah. Good. And then, yes, and then new part. Thank you. And then you come out. Out. Yeah. Good. Good. Yep. Great. Yeah, that's good. Can you make that? Okay, you can rest. That looks great. two small things. One is just that last thing. I'm wondering about the arm. Maybe as you go, you bring it up slow, like sideways. I think that's nice. And then the first things after you go out here, these, the little PK things, can we do it a little, like, I wonder if like faster, like almost like a little too fast than you want to do it? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think, try it one more time. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, try it like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Is that the end of this section? Let's do it with music. You guys want to see it with music? Okay. Deirdre. So it's like a little earlier than what we did in rehearsal. So they're going to do a couple steps and then you'll come on. Yep. Good. Good. It's okay. Don't worry. Okay, well, that's okay. We can stop. It's rehearsal. It's not a performance. The jumps were fabulous. It was so great. So you have to do your pas de chat. No, you can go pas de chat down. Right. But I think but actually, let's go back to the pas de chat for a sec. Yeah. Is there a way to exaggerate the pas de chat down, like bump, but down? Yeah, down, up. Good, that's it. Yep, that's it. Don't be sorry. It was fabulous. Yeah. Where should we go from? Where do you think we should go from? What's a good? This, okay. Actually, now that we stopped, Marcy, the arms are a little, it was getting a little, yeah, it's more like you're holding yourself, but you can, and then the arms, right? Is that true? Yeah, because that's from a long time ago. That's from June, right? That's from June. Great, okay, so we'll go from there. Yes. Okay. Thank God for Deirdre. Nice. Great. Get that. Down. Yes. Loose. That's it. Gorgeous. I like that. Nice, really nice. No, good. I just want to. I actually really love Aiden holding. I think that should be in the dance, don't you? What do you guys think? It looks good, doesn't it? It's so nice. So I'm wondering. It's just like really thoughtful and like just the way you do it. Like it's just you have a nice present. Don't you think it's nice to have him there? So maybe. Yeah, there's no rush. And don't point your foot. When did you ever hear that? Don't point your foot. Loose. Yeah, it's like you're really internal thinking. That's what I want. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's great. So maybe when you pull this out, so you're here and then you're sort of in here. So like you're kind of, you're behind it. So then once it stops, then you sort of are an extension of that. I love that. Yay. I want to look at, after you are doing this like connection, because it's not great. I'm wondering about, you're coming. What if you go, try, so these are, I know I didn't really teach this, I taught this really fast, but it's a parallel padishah. Yeah, but you can make it small. It's like, yeah. So it's like, actually that's a caisson. See, I don't belong in a ballet company. It's a caisson, but this goes in like this. Yeah, that's good. And you can make it smaller, like the out, yeah. I know what it is. It's the accent is on the leg coming in. Yeah, that's what it's different. Yeah. Bah. Yeah. So, but meanwhile, what I'm wondering, what if you stay? So, what if you went around? What if you went around him? That doesn't really help. How do you get her? How do you go? But that's too like getting ready. What if you get what? Yes, exactly. See how great these dancers are. They know exactly what I want. Yep, I think that's better. That's better. That's all we can ask for. Is it better than what we did yesterday? Yes, and then we just keep doing that. Around there, yeah. So then, yeah. Do we have to arrange your caissons better?
No. Do you want me to face the back as well in a caisson, or do you want me to be forward and make it forward?
I think you can do both. I think you can like go around. Like I think you can keep changing.
Okay.
Do you want to mark that for a second? Nice. Yep. You could actually, you can do, okay, that's nice. I felt like I wanted you to keep following her or something. I wonder.
Be behind her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it can be, a little, I think the circle can be a little bigger, like a little looser, not so tight. Like you don't have to be exactly, something like that. I like that. And now, yeah. I think that's better. That's good. What time is it? I have 2 more minutes. We were going to do the other thing. We'll just keep, yeah. So I think, though, we should, let's try, I was trying to do also this duet, but we won't do it. This is fine. Okay. let's just try to do that little bit again with music for the last 2 minutes. Great. I was so nervous I didn't have anything to do. Now I have too much to do. Okay, so is that too far? Or should we do this all again? Should we do it like from this? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they don't need to do that again. Yep.
And I'm going to cue you from where you guys did it today. So just a year later. Yeah, so just pretend you've done all the cabriolets and pause. And then you're going to go into the next thing and I'll say go. So don't go yet.
Okay.
Go.
Gorgeous. That was great. Let's see it.
So, for the second rehearsal of this evening, please give a very warm welcome to choreographer Joseph Toonga.
Oh, wow.
It's great.
Hiya.
Hi, Joseph. Joseph, like Pam, we've got to know you very well over the last few years because you started off on the Royal Ballet Emerging Choreographer programme. That was emerging to ballet rather than Joseph being an emerging choreographer. And then you were on the choreographic residency last season. And during that time, you made a work for the Diamond Celebration, See Us.
Yeah.
And then here we are again, back on the main stage. I'm always interested with choreographers and creatives. Where do you start when you've got the main stage, the Royal Opera House and the Royal Ballet? Where do your ideas start?
I think for this new work, it's come from the composer. It was a piece of music that I was introduced to and really liked it. And then we started a collaboration. And then when Kevin said, oh, I want to commission you for work, I was like, I want to extend that piece of work. So it came from the composer's mind in terms of her response to dust, to things moving and things going back to the past. So that's where the stimulus of the work came from.
And as a choreographer, when you're thinking about the space that you're going to perform in, does it influence you whether you're in a smaller space or whether you're in a massive house and on a really big stage as well?
Before Diamond, I would have said no. But after doing Diamond, I said yes, because the size and proximity between the audience and the stage is so far, and you realize, actually, I need to maybe push it more forward. Proximity between dancers is so much more important. And then for this new work, it's actually, where else could I, have? And then building like maybe a structure or prop actually really helps in terms of imagery and receiving the work.
Great. And where have you got to in your rehearsal process?
We just put an order today.
Right.
So we got 9 minutes, but there's more material. It's just, we're still exploring, but putting stuff together. And I think the dancers are getting more comfortable with the movement, my language in terms of how I want things to be done, when I mean certain words, and kind of responding back to each other.
Great. So what are we going to see rehearsed now?
So we're going to see another trio. So we're going to work on a trio, and then I'm going to work on a small solo with Nadia. Yeah.
Amazing. Great. Yeah. So please give a very warm welcome to Dance of the Royal Ballet, Olivia Findlay, Nadia Mulova-Barley, and Rebecca Miles-Stewart.
Cool. Let me put this down. My timing. Let's quickly mark from, actually no, I think from your cue. I think, Olivia, from the run today, I think you should walk into the space from the back and actually watch what's happening. And it's the same thing like what you've done before. Try out as soon as you reach halfway, your solo, but duet kind of is already starting. So you want to not get close to Nadia and then start it. You want to do it from prior to her. Yeah. So can we see that from your, what cue can we go from? Yes. Away from there, hit, boom, there, nice. And stop. Just think about, again, holding tension. So making sure when you come around, boom, you actually hit, yeah. So let's just say, hit, round, and then, let the arms and the body, that's the one that's going to lead you around. So you really feel like you got to drop, tap, that's it, yeah. Let's try that again together. Break it down even more, yeah. Boom, hit, yeah. And try, hit, boom, boom. Around, and hit. And stop, cool. Thank you. So Rebecca, I think remember from the last time, the walk. Try and do that walk so it's not too balletic. And then what I want you to do is to really run into the space. What's your first movement? Yeah, so I think the run allows you to go into it. Oopsie. I knew that's going to happen. Allows you to run into it a lot quicker. So can we try that transition? Where does that come from? From? Yeah, from there, yeah. Just try. See. And walk, in, hit. Nice. Bam. Around then. And stop. Cool. Now I think if you're set up, try and do that thing like you feel like you got to sprint. Yeah. So after you go, wow. So I think you're trying to go, you're trying to go past Rebecca, so I want to go whoa, past her, and then it's that tiny hit at the end, hit. That's, down, don't break the form. Yeah, go here, then you have somewhere to go. Boom, down, boom, step, yeah. Cool, let's try that again from the same place. From the transition. Yeah, from this one, from Rebecca coming in. And go. So walk. Hit. Nice, and boom. Jump, boom, step. hit, nice. Cool, and boom. Okay, cool, let's, remember, don't go there. It's force of habit. I think what's nice, that maybe we cut this out. What's quite nice, you take longer in that body roll and you really get to see what's happening. So as soon as you go boom, I think, okay, I'm gonna go back there, I'm gonna roll, leg, roam around, and then I'm actually gonna just walk out. So you don't even have to do that. It's a walk out of it, see what's happening there, and then decide that you're gonna walk out of there. And then what's happening? I think here, there, step, and then you I think you don't have to take such a long walk. I think as soon as you come, like cut it straight, just walk straight, yeah. Cut it, walk, you see another, and then you keep walking, and then you go past.
So do you want me to be walking ahead of it?
Yeah, I think ahead already. So you're already departing, so it gives you that time, that moment to come straight back, to run, to set up for the next part. Yeah. Let's try that again from the same place, the same transition. And go. Boom. Hit. Nice. Oh. Nice. Oh. Cool. And then deep that, yeah. Oh. And then come out. Walk. And then keep going, keep going. Nice. And stop. Olivia, don't rush. As soon as you walk, take your time. Take your time. You don't have to feel like you have to go, nah, I need to match. Take your time, walk. Don't forget the slide. And I think you can, so break it down. Ha, ha, ha. And then you come up, yeah. So think 1, 2, 3. And then the fourth one is the hit to come up. And then you're seeing what's happening there. And then you also start walking across to see what's happening there while at the same time. That's got to happen. Yeah. Should we try that with music from the top, from your cue? Yeah, let's do that. About to play. The turn. When I say 5, 6, and go. Yeah, nice. Cool, well done. Cool, well done, nice. You know what it is? It's just, I think it's what we do in rehearsal, is that urgency that you don't want to go quick, but you want to rush certain dynamics to make it go fast to slow. So it's like when you come in, and hit, go, boom. So you're not going really fast, but you're being sharp in your accents. Yeah, so I think when you make that statement, I think you can sprint in instead. Sprint, make a statement, yeah. Try one more time. Pardon?
I didn't hear that time.
Nah, yeah. I think try and feel like you're always on edge dynamically. boom. Yeah, that's different. And even from the jump, as soon as you land, you want to go somewhere.
Am I waiting for this?
No, she's waiting on you. Yeah. Try that one more time, and then we work on. Well done. Five, six, seven, and boom, nice. And boom. Nice. Slide. And if we go on, and then it'll be the coming in, boom, tap. Cool. I stop. Hold on. Yeah. So it allows you that more time to rest, get yourself back into the work. Yeah. I think take a little bit longer. Watch Rebecca, and then watch the other duet happening as you're walking out. Cool. Thank you for that. Then I'll start working on your solo. Yeah? Thank you, guys. See ya. So just one bit. It's the entrance.
Yeah.
So say you walked in. It's the... Oh. Think... What you don't want to do, you don't want your body to go side on. You want to feel like it's happening from the shoulders, from the back, and you're hit. So you slow it down a bit more. So, and hit. That's it. Boom. Boom. Round. Hit. That's, But think about when you go around to here, you have to go the long way around. Go towards, like things that way, that knocks you, boom. That's still one. And stop, cool, that's really nice. Only thing is let go of the form. Allow yourself to get knocked back. Roll, boom, hit. So you're there, bam, knock, da-da-da-da-da. I think you go further. Yeah, I think you can do more steps and then just adjust yourself when you need to. Allow yourself to fall. Yeah. I'm thinking like 2 counts to hold it. Hit, round, da-da-da-da, hit, and boom. Yes. Round, stop. So then, yes. Then you've got the walk, sprint into it, Round, boom, round, hit. And for this one, which I think is really nice, when you let go, allow it, once your fingers go, that's what's gonna bring you around. Yeah, your arms bring you around. Ta-da, boom, hit, drop, and boom. Nice. Bam. Cool. I think, it's nice. I think all it is just about, taking your time to know, actually, I need to make the shape before I make. And then also think about what is your core doing your stomach. So the difference between when you do your chest pop and when you do stomach pop. Yeah. It's realizing the difference, So when you know you're here, you know, okay, if I do a chest pop, I'm going to break the form. So I have to think here, boom, that's it. That's the one. And I'm thinking what's a hit and what's a dime stop? Yeah, that's a dime stop.
Oh, okay.
That's a boom, ta, and boom, hit, and yes. It's just those little things. And it will just give you more stability that you know, okay, cool. When I have to hit hard, it's the stomach that has to be involved every time. Hit, hit. Yeah? Huh? Let's try that. Let's try that from the top. Yeah? I will find. Where is? Yeah. Oh. Thank you. Oh, 90 solo. 2. That was it, so my bad. What is it? Okay, 231. Yeah. So I think we just see you appear slowly from now, and you're seeing the stuff happening, and then you walk here. And I'm gonna keep walking. That's nice. Ah, nice. Boom. Drop, nice. Boom. Ha, boom, ta, boom, hit, and boom. Cool. That's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
So for sadly our third and final rehearsal of this evening, we're going to be taking a look at Crystal Pite's work, The Statement. And I'm really delighted we're joined by the stager of that work, Spence Dickhouse, who's going to come and join me and tell us a little bit more.
Hi, Emma.
Hi,
How are
hi.
you?
Yeah, good,
Good.
good. So this piece was last performed by the Royal Ballet back in 2021, which seems like a lifetime ago. And we were performing it in the main stage of the Opera House, but we only had about 700 people, all in masks in the auditorium. Right. So we're kind of revisiting this work in different circumstances. Yeah. And I think Kevin, the director of the Royal Ballet, particularly wanted to bring it back because he felt it was important that more people got to see the work. Yeah. But you staged it that first time round. Yeah. What's it like when you're coming back to a company that you know a bit more now and looking at the work again?
Yeah, I feel super fortunate to be back and working with these dancers who have so much information in their bodies, and the dancers here in this company have a tendency to absorb information and enrich it even in our absence. So every time I come back, the information feels a little bit more contextualized, and it's super exciting.
Yeah. And for you, when you're teaching the work, when you're looking at that work again, what are the main challenges for you as the stager, but also for the dancers? Because I think, as you'll see, there's so much intricacy in this work, isn't there?
Yeah. I think one of the biggest challenges, I mean, the first half of the piece is predominantly text, and the dancers are dancing to the text. And so kind of marrying the physicality with what you hear, the words you hear, I think can be really daunting, but also super satisfying.
Yeah.
So watching them kind of chew their way through that is, yeah.
Great. And what you'll have noticed, smoothly arriving on the stage, what we've been talking is a giant table. But so can you just set the scene? Because this is based on a one-act play, I think.
Yes.
Could you just tell us a little bit more about that setting? I think it's a boardroom.
Yeah. So it is a one-act play, actually, and the text was written by Jonathan Young. And it's a piece with 4 characters. We're only going to meet 2 of them tonight, but 4 characters who are involved in fueling a conflict in a distant country. And we meet them in their reckoning with who will have control over the narrative and who will have to take responsibility for the situation. So you'll hear clips of the text that might resonate with that, but you won't get kind of whole conversations in this snippet that we're going to rehearse tonight.
Great. So I think we should get going with the rehearsal. You're going to be rehearsing Amelia Townsend and Joshua Junker, who are here now. I'll let you get on with it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just going to do a quick plug-in and make sure we're all set with audio, and then I will join you. Okay. So full disclosure, we kind of revived this since 2021. Yesterday was the first day of reviving this little section. Yeah, so it's still fresh. They're doing beautifully. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of put that out there for everyone. So let's start. Let's go from the beginning and just see where we're at. So we'll go without the music for now. Nice. Beautiful. Nice. I'm just going to stop you there before we move on to the other bits. Amelia, after you've sent the backs of your hands away from each other, as you pull up to tuck your chin, can you also suck your right leg in? So we just close that. We feel like you're... Yes, exactly. And you can kind of connect that feeling of pressure in your foot as it slides in. You can connect it to the arrival of your hands on your head. Yes. Nice. Great. That's looking beautiful. Yeah, I think so. Then keep them there. So you'll probably have to figure out how to negotiate how small you come in. I don't think you have to come in under your pelvis. You can be a little bit wider. Exactly. Yeah, that's probably a happy place. Yeah, good. Then we continue on. We're going to go through this shift. Exactly. That's it. Nice. Beautiful. Here, Josh, I know this is a difficult task, but do you think you can have your hands just hovering off of her neck rather than keeping contact? Boom, boom. Yes. Gorgeous. Yes. Yeah, nice. Great. And I love the way that you're putting weight into your foot as it slips out and as you rotate and send your focus to the ceiling. Yeah, that really works. It reads in your torso even. Good. Let's go on into the next thing. So let's imagine exactly that Amelia just got up there. Bring her onto the table. Nice. Good. Great. I'm going to pause you there. I'm going to add a little thing for you in there, Josh. As you back around the table, do you think you can keep your left elbow bent exactly as you come up and around the corner? So we have this image of Amelia's knee reaching up, and we also have it kind of mirrored in your elbow. Exactly. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, let's imagine we got there. And then Amelia's going to roll up into this. Nice. She's going to go back. Cool. Yeah. Sorry. Pause you at the worst time ever. Mid-hinge. From here, Amelia, when you go back, do you think you want to be a little bit wider in your legs? I think it's going to help you get lower into Josh. Yes. Beautiful. Nice. And then we come back in. Beautiful. Great. You remove yourself from that thing. Good. Cool. Thank you. When you get to this place, Amelia, and you've just kind of removed yourself from the thing, Josh has extricated himself. As you swing this around, you can put pressure into the ball of your left foot, exactly, so that you have something to push off. Yes, and slide to. Yeah. Does that make sense? Okay. Can we just look at it from the end of the slidey? And remember that we're going to get Amelia a little bit further, across the table. That's it. Nice. Great. That feeling of kind of dealing with the wave was really nice, but maybe we can find out a way to make you a little bit happier there in your exit. I think so. That's it, yeah. I think it's probably about closing the left shoulder, right? After you follow the hook of your right foot, closing the left shoulder so that you just can keep going, right? Getting the left shoulder, that's it, yeah. Nice. Yeah. I think also, just do it. Oh, my mic's gonna fall off for sure. Yeah, definitely did. Reaching for the floor with your right hand. Reaching for the floor with your, yes. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Let's say we got there. Yeah, good question. So we have these red marks on the floor, and that's the edge. So I have the feeling we're probably coming too far down in the lift, right? If we come a little bit flatter, then we'll have a bit more space for all of this. But I think you've been fine in how it kind of stacks up later, so I wouldn't do any major adjusting. Nice. That's it. Yeah. Cool. I'm just going to pause you there. Nice work. Yeah. Amelia, the pull, I just want to mention the pull of your elbow is really nice. And Josh, I love how you're kind of dealing with that, trying to get re-gripped, and then we feel like you're pulled to the other side of the space. I think this wants to feel like, in terms of what's happening between the two of you, like Josh is going this way and he gets held back by you, Amelia. So that's on your way here, right? So let's try that with the exit from the cartwheel. That's it. And then Josh is trying to go that way. Yes, and you pull him back. Nice. Great. And break. Anything about anything? Ba-ba. Oh, yeah, I had a thought here. Josh, do you think you can drop your elbows a little bit just so we see Amelia's face on either side? Rather than covering her face, we get to see her kind of shifting from side to side. Yes. Nice. Yeah. And then she sends you around. Good. Good. I want to talk about one more thing before you hop off the table, and that is once you get that foot onto center, which you're doing great of, and I think, Amelia, how was that for you, the spacing from the back? Yeah? Okay, great. Once you get there, the feeling in your elbows and the arch of your foot can be analogous, so that you're kind of pushing away with both of those points. Exactly, exactly, exactly. And we feel like that all expands through your belly. Yes. And then it implodes into your belly also as you go to send that right arm away. And yes. Great. Yeah. Nice. Stop, 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 stop. Good. Should we just look at that exit? Josh, you don't have to do the jump off the table yet, but Amelia, maybe we can look at your business on the table there, just from Josh's big step. So you're running, and then Josh pulls from the right knee, and then he's going to take a big left step. We'll have the music in a second. It'll probably be clearer, right? Nice. Yes. Great. Good. Amelia, I had one thought for you here. After you get pulled back, and then you're following your fingers up and around, rather than taking a big step out here, I think you can stay a little bit more centered on the table, which will give you room at the end to pull out. Okay. Yeah? That's it. Yes. Nice. Great. And then you'll have all that distance, and then the others will join. Yeah? You want to take a look at anything else before we try it with the music? Yeah? Okay. Great. Let's give it a try. Yeah. It's still fresh. So this is just a couple seconds before your opening, Amelia.
Killing each other. They're killing each other. They're killing each other. They're killing each other. We should have stopped. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. I don't understand how it got to this. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. We should have caught it.
We did what we were told.
We weren't paying attention. Killing. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. They're killing. Stop it.
Fucking mess.
I want everyone to know the truth.
That's impossible if you know it.
I'm here to get a statement.
Nice. Okay.
The situation over there is escalating. 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 Stop, 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 stop. There are no sides here, okay? It's all one big fucking situation, right?
Good. Great. Nice work. Beautiful. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Super, super, super. Yeah. I just want to look at one last thing. I know it's late, but we can just into the lift off the table. I wonder if Amelia, you can stay a little bit lower, or if Josh, you can meet her a little bit more with your shoulder, so we don't have the. Yes, that one where her toes are leading around. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So I wonder if it's about keeping your right shoulder a little bit closer for her. Sometimes I feel like she has to kind of jump off. And I just want to make sure we have contact with each other before she comes off the table. Keeping the right shoulder. That's better already. That's better already. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Great. Nice. Thank you. Nice work today.
Gosh, what a fantastic introduction to the Encounters programme that we've had this evening. That is all that we've got time for. But the Royal Ballet Encounters programme opens on the main stage of the Royal Opera House from the 22nd of October. Do go to the Royal Ballet and Opera website to book your tickets. Thank you to all of our guests this evening. Thank you to our audience who are here with us in the Claw, and to our audience online who are watching from around the world. Thank you and good night.